Say welcome again to another edition of our videos on Benjamin Academics. Today is another day. You see, today we are going to be putting up a video on what is known as the Foumban Conference. What then is the Foumban Conference? The Foumban Conference was a meeting that was held in July of 1961 that they had two delegations. That is the delegations from the Southern Cameroon, which we came up with 24, and the delegation of the French Cameroon, which they came up with 12, headed by President Ayijo. Now, what were the reasons or why did they hold this meeting in Foumban? First, they wanted to implement the decision of the Foumban, of the plebiscite. As a result of the 11th of February 1961 plebiscite, where Southern Cameroonians accepted to join French Cameroon during the election that took place, where the question was placed, do you wish to get independent by joining the Republic of Cameroon, or do you wish to get independent by joining Nigeria? Southern Cameroonians gave their own opinion by joining the Republic of Cameroon. So they came to take up decisions as a result of what? The plebiscite. Secondly, they came to harmonize the proposal made by the representative of Southern Cameroonians. The Southern Cameroonians made several proposals that in the Bamenda All-Party Conference, they came to do what? To implement these decisions or these proposals made by the Southern Cameroonians. Thirdly, we'll talk about what? They also came to do what? To determine the currency of the country. Actually, in the Bamenda All-Party Conference, they decided that the currency should be, the people should use the pound cedi in the Southern Cameroon, while French use the francs. They also came to determine on the currency. They also came to determine what? The motto of the country. They came to determine how the motto is going to look like. They also came to determine the flag, the color of the flag. They also came to determine what? The anthem of Cameroon. They also came to determine the power of legislation. That is, if should in case the president came from the proposals of the Bamenda All-Party Conference, they said if the president comes from French Cameroon, then the vice must come from what? From the British Cameroon. So they also came to determine the legislation of the head of state. They also came to determine the area where the president were to stay. And that was some of the reasons why they came for, why they summoned what? The Berlin, the Foumban Conference. Now we are going to be looking at the criticisms of what? Of the Foumban Conference. That is, when we are talking about the criticisms, we are talking about the analysis of what? Of the conference. How some of the notion that they left their own area, which could not be made. Firstly, we'll talk about what? The aspirations of the Southern Cameroonian delegations were not made. The aspirations of the Southern Cameroonians. You know, Southern Cameroonians came with different aspirations, but not all their aspirations were made. And now another part was it that the wide decentralized of power at Foumban was not achieved by Foncha. That is, by Foncha was not achieved at Foumban. Foncha wanted a wide decentralization of power, but it was not achieved. That is one of the criticisms of what? Of this meeting. It also slowed down what? It also slowed down the seat of what? Of the federal system of government. Remember, when they came to Foumban, they also did what? They were to determine on how the federal system of government. But as a result of what? Of this meeting, this meeting sowed a seed of what? Of the conference. It sowed the seed of what? Of the collapse of what? The federal system of government. It also the decentralized power of where the president could live was not also made. That is, the Southern Cameroonians said the president should either live in Douala, but out of this Foumban Conference, it was not made because the president lived where? In Yaoundé. Dear viewers, we come to the end of this video. on Benjamin Academics.
Mommy and Papa, then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining us again on yet another dose of updates from this end. You see, wait till that guy the explainer, where basically those are the things that transpired, or those are some of the things that happened, you know, which we learn, you and I, some of us, we learn back there in school. And you come to discover that he even forget to mention the fact that Foncha came with his delegation, Ahijo came with his delegation. The proposals which Foncha brought were never ever met. Ahijo came with a pre-planned proposal. That means Ahijo, they will already get their plan where they will get them for implement them. So Foncha, their presence for that meeting, if you just be now, wait till they call and say formality. Foncha they become for dinner just for formality purposes. And if you look and find, you will see and say this. So the people of Southern Cameroons, they are facing all these things till date. You know, these are the same problems that some of you, you know, some of our lawyers and teachers they raise, right? They talk about, or maybe you want to go to the financial sector. Okay, the banknote has no English word on it. You know, Foncha, they said, okay, these guys will use their own currency and we use our own currency. And these guys saw it as, you know, a total breakaway as well. Now, one of the highest people we can always regard, we will always appreciate him for his resolve, you know, is Endeli, because Endeli was totally against that particular issue. But now, imagine if Foncha did not go there, we would have had a different story, right? Would have had a different story. Nobody knows what would have happened today. But my dear brother and sister, ladies and gentlemen, I thought it wise to bring this information to you because we have students out there. We get speaking for outside they go school. You know, they go learn this history. These are the things that made us to be where we are today. These things that you know go depart from we. We go learn these things and we will see sorry all the problems the way we did it today is start. I'm gonna tell you something. The beginning the way they grow up today, they will grow up to ask this question that but why, and they'll come to discover that the foundation of the Cameroons is on sand, right? Which means that there is a bigger problem, which is called the root cause of the problem, what we are facing today. That is just a vivid explanation of all what is happening. Those of you who say, oh, Cameroon is one and indivisible, Cameroon is this, we understand. It is the agenda of French Cameroon. It is the agenda of the Republic of Cameroon to continue their occupation, continue their assimilation on the people of Southern Cameroon. We understand all these things. So I hope you did get some reminder, because some of you already know this history. I thought it was to remind some of you of what is happening. Imagine, they talk about the flag, they talk about money, they talk about many other things. You can go back and watch the video. You come to understand that we are not just here on this particular journey because we want to be. It's a long time problem which must be addressed, and the United Nations knows this. France is number one behind La Republic to ensure that they continue to tap from our natural resources. But nevertheless, it is a never again generation, and we see it as it comes. And of course, we're on our last bus stop. Shake no day, boy. Shake no day, confirm.